about what C has been doing. This project is called Overdue. It's his fourth project. It's a beauty to be able to see him grow to where he is right now, because it's a blessing. I remember him coming to our studio when he was 15, 16 years old, in the studio with rapping with some of our friends and some of our colleagues back then, and for him to take a different direction. The same people that he was coming with to the studio then are now in prison and been in prison for several years. So for him to see him go out and go graduate from college and then go to jail for these past 4 or 5 years, it's so humbling, man, to see the different directions that these streets can take you. Growing up in North Oakland, man, is very difficult due to the peer pressure and a lot of things. And growing up in Oakland, in general, any inner city across America, for young black males, to be able to make certain decisions that change the whole trajectory of your life and the span of it, to be a college graduate, to be someone who's putting so much relentless hustle into their career, into themselves, and to see slow steps of progress continue to keep building and leaving footprints in the trail of motivation. It's so humbling, man, and it's inspiring to several other artists, and it's inspiring to people who've done it themselves to remind you how far the grind has come. So today, we want to talk about this project, which is called Overdue, his fourth project, and everybody make some noise for C5.
How y'all doing? I just want to thank everybody for coming out, and man, it's a real nostalgic moment for me, because the reason I ended up in youth radio was because I went to jail and I was on probation. They had a probation program, and that's what introduced me to youth radio, and youth radio actually kept me out of trouble. I feel like youth radio saved my life, so can we give youth radio one hand? Shout out youth radio, shout out everybody for coming. It's one thing I need y'all to do before we start the listening. I got a link in my bio, right, that I need y'all to click. Everybody in here should be following me, for sure. So go to my Instagram, official C5, and then click the link in my bio. It's a survey, so when we going through the songs, you see what songs is playing, and I need you guys to choose your top 3, you know. Easy? Easy. All right, for sure.
Before we get into the listening, there's a few things that I would like to ask C in front of the audience, and to kind of pick his brain. For some of you who may not be too familiar with some of the dorm flow projects, we want to just kind of go over the history chronologically of what he's been doing from a musical point of view. If that's okay, we could kind of take a little step back in time and step back in history.
Sure.
The first dorm flow, what was the inspiration behind it? What was the feeling, and where did you see yourself taking it with the initial, with doing the music, from where you kicked it off from?
So basically, dorm flow was me, moved to LA, and I was in college, didn't really it was hard for me to adapt out there, coming from the streets and then going to college, you feel me? I'm kind of introverted, I'm standoffish. So I went out there, and it was just me going to class and just going to my dorm and recording and not thinking nothing of it. I hit Hef one night and I was like, we got a project. I was like, but we got a full project, but let's just name it Dorm Flow, not even thinking nothing of the name at all. And he like, ooh, that's it. So we dropped the project, everybody started messing with me on campus. I started a whole movement on campus. I got the shirts going. Matter of fact, my boy Pierre back there selling the shirts. You feel me? We did a collab, Dorm Flow / Breaking Hearts. Yes, sir. Yeah, make sure y'all cop y'all one. It became a whole movement on the campus. I had staff, students, the dean, presidents. It's crazy. God tell you right there. You seen the whole thing. But yeah, it's crazy, man. So that started the movement. They sell the merchandise in the bookstore now. I'm the first student to ever do that at the school. That was dope. And yeah. Overdue. I feel like I'm overdue.
So we did Dorm Flow 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
The third project.
Only Up From Here, Be Patient, and now we Overdue.
So, growing up in North Oakland, growing up in Oakland, period, with the internet making the world one city, we can have so many different influences. You can see people from certain areas who may sound like this guy from way across the map. What were some of your early influences and that kind of made you want to dig deep into this whole music thing?
I was influenced by people like Jay-Z. It's like my top one, Jay-Z, like Blueprint Jay-Z. You know, Drake, Kendricks, the J. Coles. They compare to him all the time. You feel me? Yeah, man, they really ones that yeah. Lil Wayne for sure. You don't want to. That's the reason why I started rapping was Lil Wayne. So yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You always talk about what's the better five, the five with the fro or the five with the waves. Why do you feel like the five with the fro is maybe what you more comfortable with the fro?
I feel like it's like a spiritual thing or something. Like I don't know. Like, I feel like I make the best music with the fro. Like I be in grind mode. You feel me? Yeah. So I gotta go with and I feel like Dorm Flow too. I feel like that's one of my best projects. It's like a classic album, and I had the fro. That was the start of the fro. So I was like, yeah. The fro give me like, yeah.
Mama Shine, do we want the waves? Go, Mama Shine. Mama Shine, we want the waves. Do we want the waves? I think the ladies said they like the waves.
And that's funny though, cause look. That's funny though, cause look, when I got the waves, they like, oh, I missed the fro. And then when I got the fro, they like, you should go back to the waves. Like, come on now. Yeah. So yeah, we gonna start off the first joint.
So you want to show it? You want to kick it off?
Yeah,
you want to show it first?
Just kick it off. Yeah. So the first joint of the project intro called Overdue featuring Rex Light. Shout out DJ Kenzo one time behind the board. Let's kick it off. Y'all ready to hear some music? Yeah. All right, let's do it.
I had to realize I wasn't sleeping, like this shit really happening. Hey, yo.